Hello, and today I'll introduce you the movie Airwolf 1984. I will tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they changed in 2022. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us. All right, let's get started. Gabrielle Adamars is played by Belinda Bauer. In 1984, she was 34 years old and now she is 72 years old.
You heard me, Mr. Swan.
I do not believe this. You can't. I mean, a girl can't.
I'm very serious.
I read it first when I was about 13 or 14 years old, and I've read it many times since then. And every single time I read it, even though I think I'm going to be...
Michael Cole Smith Briggs III is played by Alex Cord. In 1984, he was 51 years old, and sadly, he passed away on August 9th, 2021, at the age of 88.
No, sir, it's not. But when the project started 20 years ago after the Bay of Pigs, the firm's priorities were a little different. Then as the years
project grew.
Dictated by their parents, peers, and stuff. Ever since I was a little kid, I was in love with horses.
Dominic is played by Ernest Borgnine. In 1984, he was 67 years old, and sadly, he passed away on July 8th, 2012, at the age of 95.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Oh, mamma mia. Mamma mia. Oh, mamma mia.
The Last Supper. I was there right at the very edge, and I'm looking, and these fellas are sitting there, and this...
Morella is played by Deborah Pratt. In 1984, she was 33 years old, and now she is 71 years old.
Press, neutralize, or destroy any weapons threatening the integrity of Airwolf. He also has a duplicate flight system control, in case the aircraft commander becomes incapacitated.
Especially as a minority, the roles for women in general weren't stellar. And one of the things that I wanted to do as a writer, and I started writing on...
Stringfellow Hawk is played by Jan Michael Vincent. In 1984, he was 40 years old, and sadly he passed away on February 10th, 2019, at the age of 74.
It's been a long time, but I just met my brothers, so
Faye is played by Tina Chan. In 1984, she was 41 years old, and now she is 79 years old.
I want to scream.
The great professor, and she was loved by her students, but her family, I mean, I know somebody who's like that, actually.
Dr. Charles Henry Moffat is played by David Hemmings. In 1984, he was 43 years old, and sadly he passed away on December 3rd, 2003, at the age of 62.
But Antonioni was sitting underneath the camera, and without wishing to cast, horrors on Antonioni's condition, he does have a tic.
Arab Boy is played by Paula LaGreca. In 1984, he was 22 years old, and now he is 60 years old.
Something in me woke up, and I call it was like an epiphany. It was as if a light came off the screen and touched my heart.
Carrier Commander is played by Herbert Jefferson Jr. In 1984, he was 38 years old, and now he's 76 years old.
Tom, how are you, man? Fine. Hey, I'd like you to meet my colleagues, Carl.
Blaze is played by John Calvin. In 1984, he was 37 years old, and now he's 75 years old.
You're wearing my hat. What else you got that's mine?
Mister, I don't know what you're talking about.
Suppose I were to travel it.
Travel it? On any ships?
Major Mofta Ben Kamal is played by Frank Ansay. In 1984, he was 34 years old, and now he's 72 years old.
Recent research has shown that empirical evidence for globalization of corporate innovation is very limited, and as a
Nous, c'est pas vraiment notre culture, on n'est pas très bon là-dedans, et c'est pas du tout. Enfin, je serais très content d'en être un, mais on n'est pas très fort là-dedans. On est plus un magazine de storytelling.
Mitch, the director, is played by Philip Bruns. He was 53 years old in 1984, and sadly he passed away on February 8, 2012, at the age of 80.
And one on mortality and one annihilation, woe is me! Charlie's a Pepsi Kitty and you dumb son of a bitch!
Busy. Fire's open. Hi.
Senator William Dietz is played by Eugene Roche. In 1984, he was 56 years old, and sadly he passed away on July 28, 2004, at the age of 75.
Laura and I have been married almost 4 years. She's not a happy woman. Honey! The reason I know she's not happy is because she's always...
Thank you for watching the whole video. If you like this video, please share it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us in producing the next videos.